Hey guys, welcome to day 80 of the One Minecraft Day at a Time series. If you guys haven't seen this series before, welcome to the channel. We play by 3 rules. So the first rule is that we get to only play for one Minecraft day every day. So after 20 minutes of playing today, I cannot play until tomorrow. The second rule is that for every subscriber we get, we need to have one iron golem in the world. And the third rule is that we want to enjoy the game in unique ways. So yesterday's episode was definitely an odd one, so I'm going to talk about that, but let's get our timer started first. Here we go. 20 minutes is a go. Let's get to playing. So yeah, obviously if you guys didn't tune into yesterday's video, it's okay. Essentially I was supposed to come back here. I got stuck at my apartment because of the storm, and I didn't have anything. I didn't have my mic, I didn't have my webcam, so it was just me typing like this, and that was my attempt to get the video still out. I mean, I still posted one, but it's definitely not my best work. So anyone who watched it, I appreciate that. Hopefully it was a little different. Maybe that's the only appeal to it. But what we were doing is and I guess I didn't get to explain it very well because I was typing everything, but we're currently moving our farms because we're gonna make this area more into a village. So we're gonna add less farm stuff here and more designs type stuff. So we want this all to become grass. So let's just honestly do this. I don't know if it's faster to place blocks on top and break. Let's see. But yeah, how's everyone's days going? Mine's pretty good. Honestly, since I last talked, I sort of think that I've been finding a better flow with the MCAT. Finally, you know, we're getting close. So happy I'm finding the flow less than a month out, but just learning from my questions and feeling like I'm actually studying, and a lot less guilt and much more just getting stuff done, making sure I'm getting my flashcards done, making sure, you know, everything's getting done in the way that it needs to. So yeah, that's been really awesome, and I'm pretty excited to, you know, keep getting better as we get closer to the date and just be done with it. I'm really curious about, I don't know what I'm going to do in regards to talking about it in the video. I'm not going to probably share my score, but I'll share if I felt like it went well, and then once I get my score I'll share if it, you know, went as I was expecting or whatever. And then I'll have to have other things to talk about. I mean, this is one thing that I've always tried to do throughout this series, was like talk about that, and that's only going to relate to people who are in the same situation, but also people who, I remember I was talking about how I had a bunch of exams at one point, and one person had commented like, I'm in a bunch of exams too right now, like Minecraft really helps. So even if you're not taking the MCAT, like hopefully the idea of a big test, I mean, like nurses take like NCLEX, or like I think that's the main one for that, or like the bar for lawyers. I know there's like engineering tests that you need to take in order to get your actual like certification or whatever. So there's always going to be big tests in a lot of life, and even if it's not a standardized test, it's going to be like a test of your will, or you know, that sort of stuff, because that's what tests are at the end of the day, realistically. So yeah, basically what I'm trying to get at is that once I'm done with this MCAT, I'm not going to stop talking about my academic journey and stuff like that. Like, I'll be immediately moving on to getting my application turned in. So I'll start talking about that and what that process is like, and it'll always be something that is a part of my daily Minecraft videos. Alright, let's move the pumpkin farm next. Let's also go to bed real quick and fix our inventory up. See, this keeps happening where, because I'm leaving the server on now, where I don't have to turn it off and on, Gustavo freezes up and we have to save him every time. We can't save him. Oh, I thought he was stuck forever. I was so sad. But yeah, let's see. We need another one of these sorts of chests. Another, like, yeah, we'll make this into a second nature kind of chest. Well, I should probably take these because we've been using them obviously for our crops. And then thing is, we can kind of use most of the stuff that we have. So it is annoying how full my inventory is, but it's pretty important that we have this stuff. Realistically, I'm not using the mace right now, so let's put it in our valuables chest as well as this. It's more about getting it rather than actually using it at the end of the day. Alright. Ooh, we need food. Do I have any in here? Nope, of course I don't. One thing is, now that we have fire aspect, finally, we can just start getting cooked meat when we kill stuff, but let's put these in here for now. We have some steak somewhere else, I think. No? I'm making that up completely? Cool. It's alright. Alright, let's go, then we need to break these. Collect all the seeds. Why is it so hard to hit? This is going to feel really empty, so we're going to need to start filling it as soon as we're done moving all these farms, but I honestly was not planning on doing this, but with the silent episode, that felt like something that was easy to do. I think it turned out okay, honestly, like in the way that, here, let's count out how thick this is. We should probably do it like to here, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, okay. That's a big enough pumpkin farm for where we're at right now. If we need to expand, because we're getting more subscribers than we're currently getting. Right now we're at 10 something, 100 something, but we only have 37. We need to start placing more, but we haven't been able to quite yet. I think we should place the pumpkins over here, so let's break these trees. This is a new version of the timber mod, and the one annoying thing is that it places the saplings afterwards, which would be nice most of the time, but when I'm trying to just clear an area, it's a little annoying. Alright. So we did a 3 separation. Let's do it 1, 2, 3. And let's see, how wide is this? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it'd be 1 extra. That's okay, we'll just do it like that. Cool. Let's also break this one, it's in the way. This one's a little in the way as well. Cool. Now, I didn't count how wide it went the other direction, is what I'm realizing. I wonder if it would kind of look cool if it like went down a level. I think it would, so we're gonna just do it like this. Oh, I guess this the length in that direction is completely up to me. Let's just make it even. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Should be good. Not too big, but definitely bigger than the one that we currently have, Joe. So that's good. Get out the way. Could have built quite a tall pillar for this one. Cool. Now we need to clear all this stuff. Break this tree because it's also in the way. Boom. I don't know how that it's a plugin, works. I don't know where it's getting the birch sapling from, or if it's just generating one. But yeah, I was pretty frustrated with the tornado yesterday. I was actually playing basketball, and I don't play much like 5v5. One is just like a cardio issue realistically, but also like I don't think I know how to very well. I definitely have like spacing issues where I don't know where to stand and stuff like that. Just because I really haven't played that much. Why did we make that one too wide? 2 by 2, you know? Why couldn't we have done... Was it just to keep it even? I don't think you need to do it like that. I think it could just be like 1 and then on both sides, you know? I must have had a reason. Did I think it looked good? I don't remember. That was so early. That was like day 6. Let's just do what we think looks best. But yeah, anyways. Yeah, so I don't play much 5v5. And we had already been playing for a little bit, like maybe, I don't know. How long have we been playing? Probably like 30 minutes. And in those 30 minutes, I was playing like, I was the decent, you know? Like in 2v2 or 3v3, I'm pretty okay. Like I can sometimes shoot the ball. I mean, I'm not the best player, but I'm not like noticeably terrible or anything. But in this case, hold on, I'm trying to think. In this case, I was like, in 5v5, I was actually still decent. When normally once it goes to 5v5, I just become like a cone that's kind of standing around and running. And I think it's like a mixture of things. I think, as funny as it is that I needed this to be my cardio, I got like somewhat better cardio from doing the intramural soccer. Just from like having to run a little bit, it's better than nothing. So I definitely noticed that. And then also, I think it was like a confidence thing. I don't know. I made my first shot, so I just felt confident the whole time. I'm not saying I like shot 15 for 15 or anything, but like I was just overall okay, and that was a positive feeling. But anyway, the reason I brought that up is because the tornado ended our hoop session early, and I was very upset because I was obviously playing better than I normally do. That was the whole story. It took me way too long to say it, but alright, this should be good because pumpkins should go here, and then we can do this, and pumpkins should go right here, and then pumpkins should go here once we plant these, and then pumpkins should go here once we plant these. It should be good. I don't know why it looks so much different than the other one. I don't know how I miscounted or what went wrong, but it's okay because it turned out okay. And then we also need a sugar cane. The last one is sugar cane. Then we'll have to move our animals. Gosh, 8 minutes left. Hold on. Sorry, guys. One thing that I could talk about is the plan. So I thought I hadn't talked about the first day, but I actually did 2 days ago. But I did get to talk about the second day of the plan, where the Sixers played the Magic and the Warriors played the Clippers. So going into the 2 games, I don't know if I had said it in video, but I had chose the Sixers to beat the Magic, and I had chose the Clippers to beat the Warriors. The reason was, like, everything that I had seen and watched and listened to kept mentioning how the Warriors had a minutes restriction on Curry, so he wasn't supposed to be playing for more than, like, 25 minutes or something, 30 minutes. And so I just thought, they don't have Curry, they're not going to do anything. But it turns out that Curry just went over the limit. I think it's because it was a close game and they knew they could win, and he was doing really well. But yeah, he ended up playing and going off. Shout out to the Celtics legend Al Horford. He had like, I don't even know how many threes he ended up with. I think he had 4, but it was like all in the last like quarter or something. So he was huge for them, and I think that was just cool to watch because obviously I saw a bunch of those types of moments when he was still on the Celtics. I think the best way to do a farm is actually not to do a row. You're supposed to do like checkered pattern. But I don't like how that looks. So we're just going to keep doing the row, even though it's a little less efficient. I don't really care at the end of the day. I just wanted a good looking farm. But anyways, yeah, so essentially with that game, it was really cool to watch. I didn't actually watch it in the moment because I was playing basketball, as I mentioned earlier. But Curry went off, and that was cool to watch back those highlights and just see that he's still got a lot left in him. And the Warriors would be stupid to not start making as many calls for Giannis, for Kawhi, any potential star to put alongside him, because you can win with him on your team. Oh no. My video is doing what it did yesterday, or 2 days ago, where it's going to delete. Hold on. What I have to do is I have to go back and delete the episode from before. What I should do is once I have time, I'll probably actually go in and try and clear more storage so that that's not the case every time. Or I think I could just change the location of where it's going, because right now it's going into my local disk, but it should be going into like my external drive or something. I don't know computers that well, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, so Curry did really good. That was cool to see. Porzingis played really well. Horford played really well. Draymond was clamping up Kawhi. Overall, very good win for them. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I don't know if they'll beat the Suns. I could see it. I could also see a world where the Suns win. Both are pretty good teams. Like, the Suns have been a good team all season, just, like, beating expectations. But then thing is, if we do, it's going to be uneven is my worry, because that one goes out by an extra one, but this one will not. But I think we're just going to have to do it like that. Anyways, but yeah, the Warriors haven't been that good of a team this year, but it's because they haven't Curry. When they have Curry, they can put a fight with most teams. So we'll see who wins that game. Either way, it was good to see this game from Curry. I know there's a lot of Warriors fans, so I'm sure a lot of people are very happy. And then for the Clippers, in that case, it's not a great loss. And it also kind of sucks because they have their pick traded to the Thunder right now. So Thunder are going to have a lottery pick, which is like the wealthy just keep getting more wealthy, but not much you can do about it. So I think what's interesting is I'm trying to think about where to place torches, but it's uneven. Let's do like a 2x2 torch scheme. How does that look? Like complete crap? It's okay. Alright. Anyways. Yeah, I'm interested to see what the Clippers decide to do. I know they want to... I saw some report that they're essentially willing to part ways with anybody other than Darius Garland. So that makes me feel like Kawhi could be gone. And also, there was the big scandal earlier in like the summer and the off season where Kawhi was being accused of taking money from like an external sponsor. So it's like they're technically paying him more than they were allowed to or something. So I don't know what happens with that, or if that's still a thing, but it'll be something to look out for, and hopefully something I'll get to talk about in videos once we're into that off season. But yeah, not a great loss, but I think it was more a good win than a bad loss, if anything. I think the Warriors just outplayed what you would expect them to play, if that makes sense. Let's place sugarcane. The thing is, I don't know how to do torches here because you can't block the growth. I think, ooh, I know what I can do. I bet if I place a torch, like if I do it like this, so it's the same, so I have to do it the same, but I have to do it like this. Should be good. Okay, but we do this. Can I place them like this? It'll look a little funky, but it's giving off light, which is what matters. Hopefully that shouldn't inhibit how these sugarcane are growing. But yes, I should talk about the other game before I run out of time. How much time do we have? 1 minute. The other game was pretty mid, in my opinion. The Sixers were chanting, "We want Boston" at the end. You definitely don't want Boston. You're going to lose. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Something went wrong. But you don't want them, even if you win. You didn't want them. Because that's not the team you want to face. Anyways, okay win for the Sixers. I'm not a huge Sixers fan just because of the Celtics. But good win. Hopefully you guys make an entertaining series. But I hope my Celtics still beat you. And then for the Magic, it's a really bad loss. And I think it's consistent with what their whole season has been, which is just like mid and really underwhelming and not what they were supposed to be doing. So I kind of hope they lose the next game to the Hornets, because I think the Hornets would be much more entertaining. And I hope that I don't know what they should do. Maybe fire their coach, because I think Jamal Mosley's pretty mid as far as everyone agrees. I mean, all my opinions are really just what the common consensus that I've been hearing is. So they're not that unique, and I'm not going to act like I watch a ton of the Magic, but the minutes that I have watched, they do look kind of stale offensively. So maybe a new coach could fix things, and then if that doesn't work by like midway through the season, then you trade either Franz or Paolo. The only thing is like the situation reminds me a lot of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, where like two big wings that you don't think can work together, but they learn different skills and they're able to play alongside each other and get a lot of wins. And that's like definitely, probably in my opinion, the best duo in the league. So you don't want to make a mistake and trade Franz or something, and he ends up being like a Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum level player, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's my time. We moved all our farms, so in the next episode we'll start building stuff on top of this land, hopefully. But that's what we've got time for today. I wanted to let's just do this real quick so that it grows back before the next episode. I'll say my outro while I'm doing it, but I hope everyone has a good rest of their days. I don't have a daily question because I didn't brainstorm one today, but don't forget that we're going to have that live stream on Saturday, the 18th of April, 2026 at 4 p.m. Central Time. Please be sure to tune in. I'm going to set the premiere. I'm going to figure it out. But yeah, that's essentially all we've got time for. Please like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Really appreciate it. I know we're at 100, we've hit our 100 subscriber goal, but all that means is that we're now on our way to 200, so we got to try and get there and, get more people to see the George 3000 Worlds. I think it's pretty cool. Appreciate everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.